that are physically resident within the borders of a country, but are psychologically and emotionally disengaged. That is what you call apathy. And I heard you guys trying to talk here about apathy. That is what causes apathy. Because the people you want to lead are disengaged from yourselves. And I just want to refer, I was listening very carefully to everything that was going and being said. And I heard somebody, what do we do about, our voters who are asking us for money, They're asking us for money. They're asking you for money because you as a leader have failed. It is, no matter how many laws you put in place to stop, we are going to cap how much money is going to be given, somebody will still give them money, law or no law. The problem is to fix the issue. Because your primary responsibility as a member of parliament, my friend, is to represent your people, is to oversight the government of the day. All right? Now, if you have failed in your responsibility of representing your people to ensure that the government of the day has given them their ambulance, that has given them their health center, has given them their school and water, why are you then surprised when the Mwananchi comes to you and says, I want this ambulance and you are supposed to bring it to me? But he's not asking it from you. He's asking it from you because you have failed in your duty to represent. And that is why we are saying we want leaders of integrity who will go and stand for what their people have sent them to parliament to do. You were sent to parliament to go and speak on behalf of your people, not to speak on behalf of your stomach, my friend. This is the problem we're having here. And we must be honest with each other. Yeah? So if you are to be leaders, you must be led by service to your people, not service to your stomach. That is the reason you seek leadership. Yeah? That is why, and that is how you will change this country. That is how you will change East Africa. That is how you will change Africa. That is how you will get the world to recognize you. That is how you will get the world to respect you. That is how we will stop being beggars. That is how your children will have hope instead of going to die in some sea there, crossing to Europe to look for nothing. Na hakuna kitu huko. Yeah? Yeah? Unawacha matoke hapa ati uende ukakule Burger King na McDonald's kule. Sasa who is the fool? Your matoke here fresh, wonderful and beautiful, to go and line up huko ukula burger ambaye inakunonesha tumbo tu na hakuna kitu inakufanya. Oh. Ama ni namna gani? Yes, that is the way. So, let me continue. I'm sorry. Yeah. In all three instances, you end up, like I said, with a large section of the population that is physically resident within the borders of a country, but is psychologically and emotionally disengaged. A people excluded from the role of nation building because they feel like they are outsiders or bystanders in their own country. At the root of almost every crisis in our part of the world, the common denominator is the absence of inclusive, responsive leadership. Further, I believe it is essential for you as young leaders to appreciate the fact that these fissure lines that I speak about are visible beyond our continent. Others can see these fissures. They are looking at us through their ambassadors and their high commissioners. They are looking at us. You think wamekuja hapa ati ku encourage bilateral. Wamekuja hapa kujua how much more can we get. Yeah? Right? These fissures, they are visible to them. And as such, they have made our continent fair game for destructive proxy wars sponsored by nations with significant economic and military strength. These actors have the strategic intent of using the chaos and confusion perpetrated by self-serving leaders across our human capital to access our human capital, our mineral wealth, our agricultural potential, to grow their own economies at our own expense. To compound this further, society is experiencing these levels of internal discontent, are susceptible to an even more sinister type of enemy, and that is violent extremism, organizations hell-bent on disseminating and entrenching their misguided ideologies through violence. And we know, you see in Kenya we have Al-Shabaab, here you have ADF causing problems all across the border, disturbing citizens, not allowing people to move forward. But why are these groups able to do that? They're able to do that because there is somehow feeling that there is a vacuum which they want to come here and push, because we have also failed in trying to have this inclusive society. If we were one, these would not be problems. Al-Shabaab problem, ADF problem would be a problem of East Africa, not a problem of individual countries. You don't have the capacity. These people have no color. You know, they have no tribe. They just have an ideology which is warped. So today they will bomb you in Kampala, tomorrow they'll be bombing me in Kiambu, or they'll be bombing somebody else in Dar es Salaam. But if we were together, we are able to fight and to confront these issues, while at the same time working towards the prosperity of our nations. So, the peace and security crisis that looms over many parts of our continent is a clear and present danger to Africa's long-term viability as a going concern. And if we don't find ways to resolve these conflicts soon, we may have generations of young people wiped out as cannon fodder, and with them, any prospect of uplifting the lives of our people. So you millennials and Gen Zs and all of us, we are also told we are young people by the Vice President. I agree, even me, I'm still young. So you're told you're as young as you feel. Me, I feel young. So, but anyway, there are those who are millennials, you have your Gen Zs here as well. Allow me to state this point once more for emphasis. Nobody outside of Africa is coming to save you. Do not have any misguided thought that there's anybody who is coming to save you. In the words of Eldridge Cleaver, an American writer and civil rights activist, you are either going to be part of the solution or you are part of the problem. This message holds true today as it did decades ago at the height of America's civil rights movement. The good news also, however, I believe, is that I have witnessed such a pivotal moment to effect change. All the elements necessary to bring about lasting and irreversible change are currently within your grasp as young people. And why, you say, do I say this? And let me just say, for starters, again, as has been mentioned, the demographics, first and foremost, are in your favor. The median age across our African continent in 2025 is 19.3 years, against a global median of 30.4 years. This means that over 65% of all Africans are below the age of 25. You have the numbers, you have the time, you have the energy to get involved and stay involved in governance discussions until you effect the change you wish to see. You have the time. Our elder, Mzee here, told us that when he stood here starting his journey, he was 23 years old. He's now 88, going 89, still fighting. Some of you have not even touched 23, and you are lamenting. My friend, this is a call to action. Get up and start moving. This is your call to action. Now. Now is the time. Now. Not tomorrow, not the day after, not after you graduate. No. Now is the time. Now. So, like I say, you have the numbers, you have the time, and you have the energy to get involved and stay involved in governance discussions until you effect the change you want to see. Furthermore, you are also the beneficiaries of years of investment in education and digital connectivity. You have the knowledge. You are, in essence, the first children of that knowledge economy, the true digital natives of Africa. The democratization of access to information through the internet means that very few secrets are left. Very, very few. Very